Okay, welcome everybody. We can go into the game. I'm trying something. No, I'm not trying something new. I'm going to switch over to headphones. We should still be good with recording and stuff. Yes, thank you. So, we are back. Last time we did space station for 6 months, right? We still have the contract completions here. 90 days, collect prototype crude station service, and 180 days. So let's find out what our next mission is going to be. I guess it is this one. Those are all optional, but there is one that says complete 2 years worth of multi-month space habitation experiment. Wait, is this another one? The other one was called multi-week. Interesting. And we also have this one. Let's see. Put your second generation space station in orbit. But what does second generation mean? One docking port, support for 3 Kerbals, and the ability to generate power. $750 units of research payload every 30 days. That alone means 750 times 24, 18,000 research payload. Okay, so we put our second generation station in orbit. Between 400 and 500 kilometers. Okay, then we have 3 Kerbals for 15 days. Let's accept that one. The space station here. Okay, we have accepted both. That's good. Why is that one? Okay, must have completed. Okay, I first need to complete a station by itself. Then we can dock stuff to it. Wait, first I need to check something. Why is there no notification on Discord that we are live? What's going on? There should have been one. There is not. Are we not live on YouTube? We should be. Let me check that. Real quick. I mean, OBS says we're live. Ah. YouTube Studio also says we're live. Strange. It has been working all the time. Anyway, let me then do the post real quick. Okay, done. Back in the game. How do we approach this? Do we immediately build? I don't think we can. We first do this second generation space station contract. Then with the supply one, let's see what that one is about. May only be completed 4 times. Okay. Control a space station with the required parameters. Space for a free crew. 1 docking port. Research capacity. Okay. Reach orbit with a perigee. Blah blah blah. Send any needed supplies, modules, or crew to the station. Launch a supply mission with a docking port. Rendezvous dock. Complete at least. What is that? What is that number? 243.3 days out of 730 days. 2 years of that experiment. Okay, that is a very complicated way to write it, but I think we need to do a third. So 3/4 of a year or something like that. Hey Andrew, you made it. Nice. Welcome. So basically we now have right now 2 contracts. The space station itself, which just higher. I don't think there is a second generation whatever space station thing. It's just higher numbers. And we don't actually... Okay, there it is. Bring at least 3 crew to the station. Damn it. Yeah, okay. So we bring 3 people there. Interesting. I'm thinking how to build this properly. So let's see. We still have our launch vehicle. That is this one. Right? This one can bring 60 tons to orbit. Alright. What can we put into 60 tons? We had our first payload. That was the station with the funny name. This one. This was able to supply 2, I guess. Kerbals for 60 days. And weight almost 60 tons, right? Alright. Let's see what happens when we put free in the habitation module. Should be displayed in the bottom right there. 750 units of research payload. Was ist das denn? Kenne ich gar nicht. Skilift, welcome. Will aber auch ohne Mods immer. Ja, was genau das ist, kann ich auch nicht sagen. Andrew, sorry, switching back to English. It's basically some experiments, they consume resources, and those resources that are consumed when you run the experiment are called research payload. Basically, it's just weight that you have to bring with you. I wanted to check now how much, for how many days we have food and stuff. So that's 165, and if we... Okay, I see. It makes a difference. It calculates correctly, at least. So here, where it's flickering right now, we can see 165 days of water. 167, 76. Okay, water is the limiting factor right now, 165 days. Which would be fine for that initial contract. And we would have it up there. We need to put a docking port on. Somewhere. Here, maybe. And that would be good. Where did we put this research thingy? Did we even? Yeah, research payload is the RE-1. We can see that nicely when I open the tank UI. There is, at the very bottom, I guess, research payload. And we are bringing 5,000. Doesn't say how much weight that is, does it? Let's see if we can find out by doing 0 here. Okay, it's 5 tons it is. Okay, 5,000 is 5 tons. Ah, verstehe. Experimente verbrauchen zum Beispiel sowas wie Schleifpaste. Ja, genau. Sagen wir, ein Teleskop ist, was immer glatt und sauber sein muss und sowas wiegt dann. Ja, genau. So we need to bring 5 tons. And what did we just calculate? 750 times per month. And for 2 years, that would be 18,000. So alone that would be 18 tons. Whew, okay. That, I don't really know yet how to achieve that. We'll see. To be clear, this is the avionics, that's good. And on top, wait, we put some avionics down here as well. And then we can bring them back in case we need to. I have an idea. Instead of the ring decoupler, we now use docking port. What is propellant only? This small docking port does not have a tube for personal transfers. Ah, okay. At best, propellant can be routed through, but its real purpose is to train crew in docking procedures. D2 docking drogue. A small probe and drogue docking system capable of crew transfer. Useful for basic space stations. Doesn't sound so bad. Decoupler. The Apollo docking system. Apollo probe. Gemini Agena docking port? No, that's not the one we need. Adapter. I think it is the D2 docking. Oh, that's quite small. Why is it so small? Does it have to be that small? So, my idea was to get rid of this. Then let's go to the research center first. Maybe we have not unlocked the correct docking port yet. Let's dig around here for a bit. We have heat shields. Docking and crew transfer. That gives us this D2 docking port. Okay. Capsules, but no docking ports, does it? No. Early space station. What is that? Storage container. Hold 2 people with 30 days of supplies. Oh, interesting. An extension adapter to the... Okay. Could be useful. More permanent stations, okay. That is useful, I guess. This gives us the connection thingies, okay. Oh, wait, a message. Sag mal, glaube ich hatte schon mal gefragt, kann ich dich irgendwie erreichen, sodass wir vielleicht mich die Basics von deiner Mod einführen kannst. Das mitbringt mit dem Teile erforschen, die schönen. Ah, ja, okay. Das ist, wie heißt das? Aus Stock. Ja. Skillift, ja. Das ist ehrlich gesagt ein bisschen viel, 1 bis 2 Stunden. Aber was demnächst kommt, ist ein Tutorial-Video, wie man das Ganze installiert. Ich warte nur noch, dass diese Mod Sol, die das Ganze hier mit realer Erde und so weiter schön macht und so weiter, dass die Version 1.0 released wird und er meinte, er macht es noch im Januar. Dann mache ich ein Video, wie man das alles installiert und anhand von dem können wir ja mal weitersprechen, wie es dann weitergeht. Yeah, so switching back to English. Yeah, Sol is basically the successor of RSS Reborn, which is the successor of RSS. Large-scale orbital construction. Crew cabin for 6 people. Observation. Trusses. Okay. Safety bubble. Okay, interesting. But not what we are looking for right now. We are still looking for docking ports or something like that. What is that? Space station attitude control. Oh, look at that. More docking ports. First fully androgynous docking port designed for Apollo. Apollo. This large docking module is used to connect MOL segments. What is MOL? To each other. It's capable of soft docking to line up the segments before retracting and solidifying the connection. Okay. RCS. Engines. Stabilizer, okay. Hey, der Honigbaum. Grüße gehen auch zurück. Welcome, welcome. Grabbing unit. I don't think I need that one. Okay, this is inline. Okay, I don't think we need those. Space plane control we also don't need. And this one we also don't need yet, I guess. So we have to deal with the docking port that we have. Interesting. Let's see. Das klingt spitze. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob ich sowas wie Diskurs noch hätte. Wäre ja auch schnell wieder drauf. Und so eine Einführung in die Basics. Dafür würde ich auch zahlen. Beziehungsweise irgendwie annehmen. Keine Pre-Production. Ja, können wir mal schauen, ob wir da vielleicht irgendwas kommen. Warum fehlt hier ein Teil von meiner Station? Thanks. There it is. Back. Okay. So, we just saw that these are the docking ports that we have. Maybe I can just... Why do I see RCS stuff when port docking ports? Interesting. There's a lot more than just docking ports. That does not help at all. Thank you for nothing. Let's go back here. Okay. So my plan was something like this. Take a docking port. I mean, this is the only one that we have right now. Put it like that. Is it correct? How does it work? A small probe and drogue docking system. Capable of crew transfer. Huh. So... How do I need to configure this? Like this? Because this was my idea. Doing docking ports here. Because during re-entry, the docking port here will just explode, right? Is there a version? Yeah, we just saw in the science tree that we can unlock more. But I don't have them yet. So there's that. But would be nice if this main station area here would also be able to maneuver on its own, right? Because we have put the nitrogen in here. So this would then need some as well. Let's copy that. And also the avionics, we need that. Right? And also RCS. Everything we need double and triple. And it needs to be able to control 60 tons, right? Top 4 meters. Yes, alright. So both we would be able to control. Now let me quickly simulate this in orbit. Because I want to know if the docking ports actually work like that. Or not. For me, since I solved most of my personal goals, let's say orbital mechanics and landing, KSP actually for me is all about more realism and kerbal movements, including first-person view, foldable gateways, docking. Yeah, then RP-1 is for you, bro. RP-1 is pretty realistic. I mean, that's the purpose, right? Okay, here we go. No ascent guidance needed right now. You? Okay, let's see. We are here. Now, we are currently controlling this from here. Can we now undock this? Apparently that worked somehow. So let's get some space here. Can we also control the other one? I hope so. Yes. So that means, why is this one? Is it just reflecting Earth or something? Or but why? Looks like it is. I don't know. Let's see. We need a docking autopilot. This is our target. This needs to be controlled from here. And then we say, please dock. And now, what does it do? It fires the RCS thrusters in all directions, it seems to. Distance. Is it doing? Okay, it's trying to align the markers there. Now we're getting closer. That apparently did not work. Okay, let's get some distance again. And then maybe set this to point to target. And do it from here. Set as target. Control from here. Let's create some distance between the two. Okay, try again. I also hope that KSA development doesn't stuck. Yeah, I'm not expecting it. For I appreciate and acknowledge its seemingly more realistic planet's graphics. Yeah, it's hey, let's see. What are we dealing with here now? Why is this one? Is this disabled or something? Okay, 3 meters. 2 meters. If that doesn't work, it doesn't work. Doesn't seem to connect. Do we need to enable it somehow? Is this one maybe disabled or something? Control. Okay. That doesn't seem to be working. Okay. Maybe we need the correct counterpart to this docking port? Let me first read your message. Ideally, in one way, would just be a real solar system. I heard KSA will switch back to creative policy. Yes, it will, but I'm pretty sure that the real solar system will stick as a mod. I don't dig into other star systems. I feel alone and lost when too far away from Earth. Just Moon would be perfect to start a serious career. Yeah, I think it will also stick around. I imagine that real-life space exploration already is much more developed than the average person thinks. Harvesting rare metals and so on with probes, but yeah. Need personal goals that are realistic. For, let's say, just 2 hours a week without salary. Yes, yes. Yeah, Kitten Space Agency is also one of my hopes. But we will get many upgrades this year, but I'm not expecting to have a fully working game by the end of the year. So, we'll see. Let's find out how this works here now. I mean, apparently this has 2 sides, right? So how do those fit? D2 docking drogue. Do we also have a D2? Ah, here. Docking probe. That's the one. So this one would get that one, and this one would get that. This one, and this would be here. And like that, it should work. Hopefully, let's see. I mean, undocking worked. It's a bit strange, no? Why did undocking work? Anyway. Let's go to a place in time where we see a bit, at least. Thanks, that's good. Okay. So we are here. We now say docking port, please undock. Now we have undocked. Let's get some space. Why is my RCS not working? Interesting. Maybe RCS is working here at least? No. What's going on? Is it because we don't have a radio connection? And we don't have any... Yeah, it is. Okay. So now we have enough space by now created between us. So let's set this other docking port here. Come on. As the target. Create control from here. And then say, please dock. And then watch and enjoy. Crew cabin is not meant to control the craft, I think. It's more like a cargo for crews. Yeah, that's totally correct. But the avionics with the radio connection, they can control everything. I don't even have Kerbals in here right now. So also apparently this does not control the other craft, this autopilot thing. That's interesting. So how does it work now? We first try to align ourselves, I guess. Becomes more interesting if the other one is rotating. Gladly it's not, right? But yeah. It's easier if we just set it to align. To target. But this should also work. Let's see. Guess we are now aligning first and then moving forward. Yeah, that was the first forward burn already. There we go. That looks good. Honigbaum, how long do I play KSP? I'm not sure, for some years now. Okay. I don't think we need to rotate or align it any way, any specific way. I just hope it will just work. And it does. Awesome. Okay. So we have a means of docking now. And this supports crew transfer. Interesting. Apparently it does, according to the description. So you estimate me on 5 years. Yes, that 5 years could be. I mean, I could check. Let me check on Steam when I bought KSP. Oh, let me just start up Steam real quick. So here we have Steam. How do I see when I bought the game? Kerbal space. This game detail? No. Maybe somewhere. In my account, whatever details. Something like that. Does anybody know? Gotchen, I think I saw you starting your career just sometime before KSP2 was in its release for public. Yeah, I mean, the channel mainly started with KSP2 content. That's true. But I was, of course, playing KSP1. I did not upload YouTube videos or anything. But I streamed a bit. Does anybody know where I can see activity on my profile, maybe? Search for friends. There's profile. How can I find out? KSP2 was the biggest shit show, absolutely. I mean, it was, with the latest update, the For Science one, you could at least play it. I did finish the career. It was some hours of fun. But once you start doing more advanced things, it was totally useless. second, my headset asks for power. Alright. How can I see on Steam when I bought something? I can't find it anywhere. Inventory? No, inventory is only some... Oh. That's also not it. Content? No. Profile? No. Games. Ah, maybe here. Where's Kerbal Space Program? Here. Last played. Shop page. Friends, notes, screenshots. No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I ignored the chat for a bit. Have your looks. I heard the ESA is paying for volunteers. Paying for what? For testing rotation controls on simulations. Also experienced some moments of near vomiting when playing KSP, but no one ever paid me. Oh yeah, in the last stream we, second last stream, we simulated a Gemini 8 incident where it was spinning out of control. And there the IVA view, that was something. I am a cheap guy for him, but maybe one day I'll find salvation. Oh, well, I can't help. I don't know Steam menus. I just use it to download games. Yeah, same. I don't know when I bought it. Sorry. Let's continue here. Okay. It looks a bit ugly, right? With this, but it's in a fairing, so it doesn't really matter. We could name this the Stick Station 2, make it into a sub-assembly. And go back to our... I haven't changed anything, have I? To our launch vehicle. And put it there as our payload. Open. Remove our dummy. That is just there for calculations. At our newly created station. And we need to fix our docking, of course. This is, of course, bullshit. This can all go up there. Yes, that looks better. Okay. Let's check the contract. Not this one, not this one, this one. We need to launch a new station. Check. We need to have space for at least 3 crew. It hasn't recognized yet. We need to reload it. Because then it notices our modules. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3. Check. One docking port. Check. Generate surplus electric charge. Check. Reach orbit 400 kilometers. We will see about that. Have at least 3 crew members on board. Check. Rendezvous with the station and dock. What? What? Ah. I see how they try to do it. Okay. Well, did you know that you can clip the RCS system right under the sustainer skin? No. They will work perfectly fine. Parts sticking out while ascent can be avoided. You mean just with the move tool? Moving the stuff inside the tank? Oh. Interesting. Okay, I think I understand now how they try to make us do this. This is supposed to be a 2-vessel contract. Number 1 is putting our 2nd generation space station there with no Kerbals, just a docking port. Then we bring 3 Kerbals to the station, and then we do the science. And for the science, I'm a bit confused because earlier in the previous missions it was named multi-week habitation analysis. And now it is called multi-month habitation analysis. Is this the same thing? Or is this a different one? That is my big question here now. We have multi-week, ocean, ultraviolet, airglow, narrowband, laser, vapor distillation, solar X-ray, and none. Why is it named multi-month habitation analysis? Are we missing some research here that we need to do? Let's see where we unlocked this multi-week, whatever, blah, blah. Not here, apparently. Is this just a wording issue? Or is this actually something that we are missing? What? There is a note that I can research that will not unlock anything. Great. Where did the other research come from? One of these notes up here? With all the habitation stuff? I think so. Does it list here? Science lab. Oh, it comes with a hard drive. Okay, that's good to know. Laboratory. Crew report. Telemetry analysis. Does it list the actual science experiments here? Crew science. Oh. Multi-month space habitation. There it actually is. Early space stations. Multi-month space habitation. So it's just a wording thing, I guess. Oh no, Skylab Orbital Workshop. Wait, we haven't unlocked this yet. So the habitation module should then list the multi-week space habitation. Aha! That's actually a thing, so we need that one. And for that one, we need Space Station Era Material Science. Okay, let's go. 116 science. We should have plenty. 50 layers of MLI wrapping. Okay. And increasing management, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's unlock this. That unlocks for us the early space station with the Skylab Orbital Workshop. So we actually need this. I see. And this weighs 36 tons, by the way. This one is 5 tons, can hold 2 people. Anyway, we need it. So. Back to the VAB. Update of plans. This one will be the first launch. It has the docking port, right? It will bring no Kerbals yet. Good. Do we have... There is only electrical charge in here. Okay, that's good. Everything else is there. Now we have the Skylab workshop. How big is that? Okay, it's a bit bigger. 3 meters, I guess it is. Interesting. This one. Attaches like this, okay. Hold 2 people with 30 days of supplies. An extension adapter for the PPD-10 hitchhiker storage container. PPD... I don't have a 10 version. I have a 4, a 6. And SM 1600 and 400. Interesting. Okay. How do you say? What do you say about Matthias Maurer? I heard there is a spacecraft museum near where he was born, and also he often tells us about the lab in Cologne. I want to visit both one day. Yeah, that would be interesting indeed. Isn't he scheduled for one of the flights to the moon surface? Not sure. I think I heard something. Okay, let me quickly check 2 things. First thing I want to check is... Okay, we had to do it like that. I remember it correctly. We launched this with... Okay, the thingy. Then our goal now would be to create a new a new thing that is built around... Where did... Here. We can show the VAB again. Around this nice little thingy here. We said it has 3 meters of diameter, right? Let it also control 60 tons. And then we put this Skylab orbital workshop here. Oh, that is apparently not 3 meters. Does it hold space for... That's interesting. What is that for? I don't know. Interesting. Maybe for the docking port or something? Anyway, it's not 4 meters apparently. It's more like... It's also not 7 meters, is it? I would say it's 6 something. $650. Okay. It's a hatch to transfer crew through. Oh, yeah, that's possible. Probably yes. But maybe more like Artemis 9 or 17. I think his advisor Gerst can be the first German. Ah, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe I confused the two now. Okay, so we would now have this thingy. What does it provide? Let's see. A lot of space. A hard drive. Toggle lab. What does the lab do? Good question. Okay, everything else is pretty standard. What happens if we put somebody in there? Let's say 1, 2, 3 people, right? How long would they be able to stay there? Water they have for over a year. Oxygen as well. Lithium hydroxide is not a year. Food over a year. Okay. That is quite good. Oh, why are we lagging? What's going on? Do you see that? I didn't do anything. All of a sudden we are lagging. Huh, apparently opening the crew tab does that. Interesting. So why is our lithium hydroxide a limiting factor? Thank you, I. Lithium hydroxide. How much can I put in there? 15,000. So why don't we put 2,000? Ah, 2,000, see? 1,500 is enough, I guess. Ah, maybe not. Maybe 1.8. Okay. So theoretically, even ISS cam does lag on some days when flying through polar winds. Ah, yeah, true, true. But we are still on the ground. Still safe down here. We have 13,000 still available, so I guess we can put everything above 2 years. Where is food? Once we have everything above 2 years, we can see how much weight we carry. Water is almost good as well. Let's say 6,000. Not enough. 8. Close. 9. Yes. Oxygen, of course, we need. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be close. Very close. Okay. 700 only left. Okay. So everything is above 2 years now. That's nice. Stress is not good because we don't have pressurization. Why not? Didn't it say that habitat is enabled and pressurized? Why does it say pressurization? What does lithium hydroxide do to the turbines? I think it is used in this... let me try to find this. In this scrubber thingy here. A lithium hydroxide scrubber that sequesters carbon dioxide from the internal atmosphere. Yeah. So, the carbon dioxide that you exhale, that can be somehow captured and stored with this lithium hydroxide scrubber. That's what you need it for. But now I'm a bit concerned about this atmosphere leaks, pressurization. What's up with that? That's strange. Avionics, science, real fuels. Habitation enabled. While crew is inside. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Highly pressurized, true. Maybe these MLI layers we need? No. Also doesn't change anything. Why does it say atmosphere leaks? How can I fix that? Anyway, let's quickly perform this thing. That to dock, right? And we also need a tank with nitrogen. What was that? 615, right? Yes. Okay. And then we need RCS. Modular RCS. Here we go. We pick 5-way RCS, the restock model, and we make it bigger. And now we can put in nitrogen. What does it say? How much nitrogen we have? 9 minutes. 16 meters a second. Maybe we can double that. Okay. How heavy are we, by the way? Oh. 50 tons. Still possible. Maybe they can conquer space sickness. Yes, I see. I get a stable... whatever, equilibrium between breathing air and cleaning air. Maybe also built into spacesuits. Get in touch with the metal and transform your sweat into sweet fresh air. Yeah, something like that. Chemical stuff. So that could work when we do it like that. Okay, but I'm still wait, why do we now have pressurization all of a sudden? Where did that come from now? And why do they only... Oh, okay, here. Comfort. We need to give them a little bit more comfort, I guess. They don't have firm ground. Okay. They cannot exercise. They are not alone, yeah? Paranoia. No, they don't have a panorama, okay, I see, and they don't have plants. How can I add plants in this thing? There is no option or anything to add plants. Interesting. Does this change anything? It consumes power, that's what it does. Wait, something strange happened here. Food now says perpetual. Did it remove all the people? Yes, it did. Okay. That's why. Okay. 1 year something. Because they are not alone anymore. But how can they exercise? I mean, they can exercise in the other module that is already up there. Maybe that's enough. Could be. We could test that. What else would we want to have on here? We can quickly test the values at least when we add the habitation module. See, stress is now over 2 years. Nice. Because they now have a way to exercise. Good. Okay. Let's name this... Yeah. Skylab Mark 1. Why not? Save. Let's give it a quick simulation in orbit, just to see how well we can maneuver and how well IVA works, right? Apparently we just completed... What? Some contract? Okay. Yeah, get it. You can please go away. Thanks. Let's go to a place where we can see something. Thanks. Camera rotation. Good. Bonus points if you know what these rivers down here are. What I want to check out now is go to one of them. Oh, nice. Unbuckle. Get rid of many of these windows, thanks. And then look around a bit in here, because... they are sitting right now in... I get it, okay. So, yes, 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 yes. Oh my god. Oh. Close. Thanks. They are right now in the habitation module. So looking up here, there should be... Is it supposed to look like that? What's going on? What am I looking at right now? This looks really strange. I don't think that is what it's supposed to look like. So let's... Ah, yeah, I mean it is. Yes, yes, yeah, true. We only have the Skylab thingy. Why are you sitting here now? And this is as big as it is? Really? That doesn't look right. Sadly, I have to be AFK for several minutes, but I'll come back. Your stream is pretty interesting. Thanks, thanks. This is all looking not how I would expect it to look like, to be honest. Especially this part here. And this part here. This is super strange. Shouldn't I be able to do stuff in here? This is all not what it is supposed to be. This looks like the normal capsule. And not like the big thing here. There's something wrong. Something wrong with the mods installed, or... I'm not so sure. But does it list it as being compatible with free IVA? This part can be traversed in IVA. Free IVA? It's even listed here. Strange. I would have expected that this works. Okay. Let's put it here. Hello? The selected part is not attachable. No? What's down here? Why is it not attachable? Can I not attach something down here? Of course I can. Does it need a docking port, maybe? Not a docking port, sorry. A ring decoupler, where are you? Procedural decoupler. No, normally not. Because the decoupler is on the other side. There is, it can be attached here, no? Interesting. What if I attach this one down here? Can I then? Then it okay. Interesting. Skylab. Oh, what? Let's go to our launch vehicle. and see if it can fit this bigger station. Normally it should be possible. Skylab Mark 1. Yeah, that would work. Let's quickly simulate if we also can make it to orbit with this payload, but we should be possible to do that. Is the staging still correct? Oh, could be. Let's see. Let's give it a quick try. The docking autopilot we don't need right now. We need the ascent guidance. We want to go to 450. And let's see if our settings here are still correct. 3 seconds. Stage 3 should be correct. What does it say? It says 500. Could be close. We'll see. Do we have some clouds? No, it's a clear sky. Anyway, launch in 3, 2, 1, ignition. At least a bit of the nice true volumetric clouds version 5 in the background there. Okay, let's time warp a bit. Seconds to go. Seconds for hot staging. Yes. Let's time warp through this stage. Not much to see here. It says minus 300 delta V. That's bad. Why? Okay, we are in space at least. Minus 300. It's not enough to reach our desired orbit. Interesting. Why? Did we miscalculate? Oh, we are going to 450 kilometers now. Maybe that's the issue. We only ever tried with 400? 300? 400, I guess we did. Yeah, unfortunately we are lacking 300 delta V. Zup. And we also don't have any additional stage here. Ah, that's bad. And also, if we make it to our desired orbit with this, we face another issue. And that is, how are we going to rendezvous this bad boy with our station? That's a whole different question. I haven't thought about that. Because our previous payload with the 60 tons, it has 2000 delta Vs it can rendezvous. No worries with anything. Skyler. Yeah, it's 50 tons. That would be fine, but the orbit is higher now. It's an issue. And also, us not being able to properly rendezvous is another issue. We could attach. We still have some, but I mean, we don't have enough delta V already. So, good question, good question. I will have to think about this a bit more. Also, I don't get why if I put the docking port up here. But there is an attachment node. I put the docking port up here, and it says it cannot attach it as a subassembly. Oh, now it's set. Oh, wait. Okay. What happens if I do it like that? Will it then work? No. Come on! Why? Somehow it thinks that it cannot attach anywhere with this thing at the bottom there. Can we put another docking port here? And then it will work? No. The selected part is not attachable. What do you mean? There even is a docking port. Come on. What do I have to put there to make it attachable? Something like that? Oh, come on. No, not attachable. What makes it attachable? I don't get it. A decoupler. Or what? Ring decoupler. Is it now attachable? No. Why? Can I only attach it to an avionics part or what? And if the avionics part is already used, then it cannot be attached. Interesting. My problem with that is that we now... maybe... Wait. If we now re-add the ring decoupler... Where were we? Ring decoupler. Like that. Oh, not the docking probe. The ring decoupler. If we add it like that... Now we should be able to still use it as a sub-assembly. Yes, we can. And now we would be able to put maybe also another avionics here. Yes. Tooling. Go away. I only want to set the diameter correctly. So we have another avionics. We have another tank. Oh. Tank, tank, tank. Maybe a bit more fuel and some awesome engine. I don't know what would be a good one. Good vacuum engine. That can also move this bad boy around. What is this? What kind of an engine is that? One ignition subject to ullage. Would be, I mean, one would be enough, I guess. How much delta V would that provide us? Oh my god. End mass, start mass. 80 tons. That's a bit much. That's too much. The fuel alone is 11 tons. And the engine is another 1.5 tons. Way too much. Huh. That's bad. How do we get this thing into space and then attach it to our station? Eight minutes of burn time. Way too much anyway. So that would be 1,000 delta V to do a rendezvous. But now we have 90 tons that we need to get into into orbit. You're cleaning up your room. That's a nice thing to do while watching a stream. Absolutely right. We cannot get 90 tons into orbit. our lifting vehicle is not good enough. We would need to, let's see, another idea. We would need to bring this to orbit. Next, with another launch, we would bring, let's see. Oh, why can I not attach there? Let's simulate it. We would need to bring this to orbit. We would need to add some RCS, right? It's just a maneuvering stage then. And we can somehow maneuver this close to the station. But we would need an engine that is able to ignite multiple times. We had one that was able to do that. Which one was that? Those are all too big. A bit smaller would be nice. LR79 ignitions. No, that's ground support. I need more ignitions. Ground support. Ground support. Only one ignition. Come on. Come on. Ground support. Ground support. 100 ignitions. All of them has 50. I guess it was this AJ10 variant. Yes, okay. Let's try that one. Gives us 2000 delta. Oh my god. 34 minutes? Oh, it has not a lot of thrust. And only can be powered for 12 minutes. So if we would have something like that. Was los mit der Ruder? Du willst 90 Tonnen Fass in den Orbit schicken. Ja! We need to! We need to bring this thing here into orbit. And it alone weighs 50 tons. We can only bring 50 tons with our lifting vehicle. So it's an issue. But with that, we would now have 1000 delta V. I mean, almost, not quite. We could make this 3 meters. 3 meters. This doesn't need as much then. It can be a bit less heavy. Now we are at 17 tons. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now we can make this a bit wider. 12 minutes it said. Okay, something like that. Gives us close to 1000 delta V. So if we bring this up there with another launch, we dock it to this. Beauty. Then we can maneuver this around a bit, right? And hopefully we would be able to rendezvous and dock then. But why is this engine so... What is the other engine that we had? We had another engine. This one provides only 97 kilonewtons. We had one that was more powerful. And had more ignitions. Pretty sure. I mean, we have this one. What does that give us? 600. It has more thrust, but 3 minutes at a time and cumulative 1 hour. Logs a gas generator engine which powered the X-15 spaceplane. It was the first target rocket engine, large rocket engine, capable of throttling and restarting. Yeah, maybe not perfect for our purposes, but I also cannot find another one with multiple ignitions right now. We had one, I'm pretty sure. One. All have only one. Or ground support. Come on. Yeah. I mean, the M1 has 2, at least. But the M1 is also... Look at it. It's huge. Really huge. So I really guess it's going to be this one. Was that the one that is slightly angled? I guess so. Look at that. That's not perfectly pointing down, is it? Ah, that's also not the best one. Do we have multiple variants maybe that has more ignitions? Oh, so look at that. 2 ignitions. 1 ignition. 3 ignitions. 3. Look at that. So if we use this one, what do we get now? 200. Okay, yeah, we need more fuel in that case. We could go with a bigger diameter again. 5 meters. Then we would have it like this. Super ugly, right? Super ugly, but what is that? Oh, a new clip. What did you do? What did you do? Let me have a look. We need to bring in. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for that. Okay, let's continue. So we have 2 launches. We need to optimize this nice little thingy here a bit to make this whole thing work. Also, we have the issue that this thing is again not attachable. Yes, is it? This one is attachable? How? Well, how is this one attachable but the other one is not? That does not make any sense to me. Yes, the clip is for channel support. Absolutely. I mean, YouTube is quite successful by now, but Twitch streaming can need some support. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much. So that would be my idea for how we do that. We launch our station. Then we launch the Skylab. Then we launch the whatever we name this. That will then dock to the Skylab. That will then be able to rendezvous with the station. And then we should have it. Good work. Good work. Let's save this as a sub-assembly. Name it TAC 1. Because for now we will delete it. We need to save this. We can save it, reload it from here, and optimize it a bit. 20 tons it has. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, but we can bring 20 tons to orbit. That's fine. What I would wish it for it to have is also a bit of RCS. Bit of RCS. This and then this. Wait, is this the correct one? Yes, it is. Five-way restock. Okay. Gives us how much? 87, 8 minutes. Yeah, okay. Can work with that. Okay, we would be able to dock with that. This is the correct orientation. Okay. TAC Mark 1. So this we can bring to orbit, can we? To our desired orbit. This rocket is so big. Oh no, before. Where is it? TAC Mark 1. We need to save it as a sub-assembly first. TAC Mark 1. Override. Okay. Now we can go back. remove the dummy. Add the tag mark 1, hopefully. Okay, somehow this works. And then put everything up there. Good. Let's simulate this one. This we should be able to bring into that orbit. I mean, we would be bringing it to a quite a bit lower orbit, right? So it would be 300 and 450, so that, wait, if it's higher, it's going to be slower. We will go faster, so we will catch up with the station, right? Unreachable. What are you talking about? Well, something changed. Ah, I get it. Let's put this and this in this stage here, and this right here, and then we should be good. Okay. Now it says 2000, yes. And we have a clear sky above us again. Ah, what an unfortunate situation. I at least want to show some rocket starts. In this stream. This is one of the streams where we are just preparing and building. And then the next stream will most likely be the one where we actually start and do the mission. Okay, 90 seconds to go. Hot staging incoming. Yes. Let's burn through this stage. We see some plasma here. But that should go away soon. Yes, there we go. Next hot staging. Yep. Okay. And this time we should have enough. Yeah, 2000 we have left. That's more than enough. So we can perfectly deorbit that last stage there, and then we have, yeah, we'll see once we are there how much delta V we have. I mean, no, we don't see it. We would still need to attach it to the Skylab first. But anyway, we made it. That means we can now enable RCS, and then we can stage this. That means we are now, okay, here. And we have RCS. Somehow that does not work. Control. Why? What happened to our avionics? Controllable 20 tons and we have 26. Okay. Naozu, welcome. Hi, what is the issue with the rotation situation you had like a week ago? We fixed that by, welcome back, by the way. I fixed that by doing the following. I slightly tilted the retro rockets so that they induce also a spin. And by doing that, we kind of spin stabilized the whole thing, and it was at least pointing in the same direction all the time for the complete burn. So it solved our problem, at least. Just today I cut the video and uploaded it. If you were a supporter, you would be able to view it already, but yeah, just wait a bit. In the coming days, there will at least also be a short that showcases this. Yeah. So yeah, I solved it. You should also be able to watch it on the YouTube live stream VOD. Okay, so we need to update the mass to like 30 tons or whatever. Could be even more, potentially. Good. Let's just do that. I mean, doesn't hurt to have more delta V than less delta V, right? We have 3 ignitions to work with. Let's say this thing should be able to control 60 tons. So, there we have it. And we can put some more, because this only is 1 minute. We can put some more delta V in here. Right. I mean, we can put as much as we can put into orbit, no? Which is 60 tons. So that should be fine. But does it give us that much delta V? Let's see. Ah, only a small bit. Let's make 40 tons. Pack 1. Let's put it here again. Tac Mark 1. Override and give it another go. Always this issue. Thanks. Tac Mark 1, we need your service. There you go. We need to put you on a separate stage there, and then we can simulate again to see if we can make it to orbit. Ha! Okay, thanks. Happy you sold it. Thanks for the YouTube upload. Yes. As I said, in the stream, you should already see it. The stream is already live. Published to the public. Okay, 1,900. Yes, absolutely enough. Maybe we can wait here until we have some clouds. I want to see some nice, true volumetric clouds to go through. Nice cloud layer I would like to have. Okay, maybe not launch during night. That would be good as well. Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. Ha! Want to launch like this. To show you The true volumetric clouds. Okay, let's launch in 3, 2. Oh, what's that behind there? Big cloud, I guess. Interesting. Haven't seen those. At least not here. 3, 2, 1, ignition. We are in the clouds, I will stop the timer. Look at that. Space, if we can orient, if RCS is working, and then, yeah, what's just left is docking with Skylab and bringing it to the actual station. But first, another hot staging event. Good. Let's go and time warp. Looking good so far. Even with some delta V left. Okay, so we would have it here with this nice orbit. Then we are going to detach it, control it. Get some space between us and that. Go, let's say, just for testing, retrograde. Okay, that works at least. And then we have this docking port here that can attach to the Skylab. Okay. That's nice. And this should now always have 3 ignitions remaining. Is it subject to ullage? Does it say here? I don't think it says. What can I configure under control, by the way? We can. Yeah. So, can we ignite that? It says we have 5,000 delta V. Yes, that works. Bye-bye. Let's do a nice deorbit here. So let's say this was one correction, and then we do another one. Yeah, it works. Super nice. Let's deorbit this. And 100 kilometers, the heat should be so much that we just explode. That's what I'm expecting, at least. So about here, the heat should start. Yeah, you see it already here. Small plasma film starting to appear. And we should see some explosions soon. Okay. I'm impressed that it's still holding up. Okay, there we go. All right. Return to vehicle assembly. Good. I think we have a plan. Launch the station. Launch the Skylab. Launch the TAC. Dock the TAC to the Skylab. Bring Skylab to rendezvous with the station. Dock Skylab to the station. And that should get us the second generation space station contract, hopefully. Ah, that's gonna be interesting. But for today, it's enough. I love the explosion effects. What mod is that? Ah, Dizzy DX. Is that a mod? I'm not so sure. Aren't the explosions like stock? I don't know. The re-entry effect, the plasma, that is Firefly. That mod is called Firefly. But the explosions? I never thought about that being a mod for the explosions. I don't know. At least not on purpose. I haven't installed any explosion optimizing mod on purpose. So I can't really answer that. In general, all of this is just RP-1. So if you install the RP-1 Express install, that should give you all of the parts that I'm using, etc., etc. And then I have added the Soul mod for better textures of the planet, etc., etc. I've added Parallax Continued, that is a dependency of Soul. That gives you more ground features. Firefly for re-entry effects, but that's mostly it. So if there is a mod adding these better explosions, it's part of RP-1, I would expect. Yep. Alright, guys. I guess we can go back to the Space Center and conclude this stream. I just started playing KSP and got into modding, so still figuring out stuff. Is RP-1 like a mod pack? Yes, RP-1 stands for Realistic Progression 1. And it gives you basically the historic space race between Russia and the US. With all the Mercury program, the Gemini program, the Apollo program, the space station program apparently. And you start with just sounding rockets, reaching your first orbit, creating the first small satellites, etc., etc. Historically accurate, everything. So that's pretty nice. And yeah, the whole career is spun around that. And it also adds a lot of stuff that you don't have in stock. Like engine failures, more fuels, avionics, launch complex management, all that kind of stuff. I mean, just go and watch a lot of my YouTube videos on this playthrough. You will see a lot of this stuff. And if you feel like this is something that you could have fun with, feel free to install it. I'm going to do a video installation tutorial soon on how to achieve this exact combination that I have here, RP-1 and Sol. But only once Sol has been released in version 1.0, which Ballistic Fox said to be in January. We'll see. So then you will have it a bit easier to install all the kind of stuff. Yeah, so just go over the Kerbal Space Program playlist on YouTube. There are many, many videos. And yeah, all the latest ones are, I guess all of them almost, are from this RP-1 playthrough. Just check them out to see if that is something that you would have fun with. Yeah, now you can check it out as well, of course. Feel free. Have a nice evening as well. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for chatting. That is always fun to not be alone here and have a little chit-chat with people. I hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next stream. Hopefully I will go maybe prepare some stuff off stream. And then in the next stream we will actually launch these 3 rockets that will hopefully get this contract solved. Fingers crossed. So, everyone, enjoy your evenings, have a good night later, and bye-bye.